Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, or Nathan. It's been a little while. We had PAX East come up, and then I got extremely sick after PAX. And so yeah, I've just been trying to catch up on videos, trying to change some other stuff on some different platforms for my other channel. And yeah, just trying to catch up. And so this channel fell behind a little bit. But we're back. I got a few things to do in the workshop today. I don't know how much woodworking we're going to do. I've got a couple of scrap pieces of wood that I'm trying to come up with an idea of what to do with them, and I think I have a couple. But I need to finish my my ruler build for my goddaughter today. I got to just cut it off, make sure it's finely sanded. I'm not going to stain it or finish it with any kind of polyurethane or anything. Only because I don't really know what she wants for that room. I don't know what the rest of the furniture's like, so that's kind of why I'm doing that. I also have to get all of our stuff ready for camping this weekend, so there'll be a video on camping. So let's go ahead and see what kind of trouble we can get into. All right, so first things first, I have to cut 6 inches off of this thing because I cut it way too long. So 6 inches is in the middle of this line that I made here. So what I'm thinking is I can go in the middle of that, just like so, and then go all the way across. Now, for some reason I decided to use a ruler today instead of a tape measure, but it's what I have available to me. So just kind of do that, and then one more here in the middle. All right, and then we'll just line them all up like so. And that does not look right at all. Why does that not look right? Okay, so, oh, you know why? That's why. That's why I don't use a tape or a ruler. All right, let's measure this again. Yeah, see, it's pretty far off. This side is good, that side is not. So we are going to realign here, just like that. Much better. And then we'll cut on that particular line instead of the other one. Now I could use my chop saw. If I go ahead and move you guys, you can see I've got one right over there. I could do that, or I could try and use a handsaw up there on the shelf. Not very good with a handsaw, so that might be something to try and learn with. Okay, like I said, not very good with one of these. It does look like it's not completely wide enough to go all the way across. Now this is a I think it's called like a Japanese pull saw. You pull it, or it cuts on the pull instead of like your American style. I guess it might be English style where you cut on the push, and this one is a cut on the pull. This one was fairly cheap at Harbor Freight, so I don't know how good it's going to be. All right, I've kind of got it started here. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna actually turn the board up on its edge, like so, and see how I do. Now if I screw this up, I can always take another inch off. So as I get closer to the bottom here, it is starting to move around a lot more on me. So what I think is I'm gonna now lay it flat, and I've got something at the other end of the table blocking that. And we should have a decent groove here. And there it is. All right. Now, taking a look at that, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's not the straightest cut, but it's not bad for a hand cut. And I'm not usually quite that straight. Could have taken my time with a little more, had a little sharper of a saw. but that's not bad. I just gotta sand off that that little bit there, clean up some other parts on the board, and then we have a little addition that we're gonna add to it. All right, next on my list of stuff to mess with is a hot glue gun. I've actually never done this before, so I'm pretty curious how it works. So I'm going to use my fancy new chisel. This thing is awesome, by the way. It's kind of like a knife, but it's also a chisel type thing. It's extremely sharp. It was like 17 bucks on Amazon. It was actually referred to me off of a video by a guy named Wrangler Star, one of the YouTube channels that I watch. And so it was pretty cool to check out. So I'm opening this package, and I'm gonna have to read some instructions because, like I said, I've never ever used a hot glue gun. And this is just a cheap one from Hobby Lobby. All right, so I think my hot glue gun is ready. It is putting out hot bits of glue, and I've actually glued these two sticks together. Wow, that actually sets up really fast. I can break it, but you know, it only cured for maybe 2 minutes. So what we're gonna be doing is we are going to be putting some flair on this thing. So I have these little cutouts that I am going to be putting on in certain areas, and they're just like different animal shapes. So I'm just going to kind of spread them out evenly between each number. So that one's going that way, that one's going that way. We're gonna tilt this one this way, dog that way, and that way. Okay, so we've got everything laid out the way I want. So we're gonna start with this little guy first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna squeeze some hot glue out onto the back of this thing. There we go. And then just place it down. Give it some pressure. Wow. That didn't stick at all. Never used a hot glue gun before, so I'm actually going to just peel this stuff off real quick and see if maybe I didn't put it down fast enough. That's probably what it was. It probably got cold too quick because that one is now not moving. So I'm going to go through and do the rest of these. All right, so they all look like they set up really well. This one is sitting off just a little bit, and if I just hold that back, I'll probably come back through and mess with some of these just a little bit. But that was actually fairly easy. I just had to keep the glue hot while I pressed it down, and they are all kind of staying there. So there's the whole picture. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty happy with that little bit of progress. Now, if I ever make one of these in the future, I'll have a way better idea of how I did so, and probably even put out a video on it for you guys. So for now, I think that was pretty cool. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this quick little video on just finishing up this project for my goddaughter. I really hope she enjoys it. So we're supposed to go see them tonight, see what they think of it, and what their opinion is. But yeah, they're not hard to make at all. If I do another one in the future, I'll be sure to do a full video on it of me hand routing everything out and that kind of stuff. I do have a couple of projects planned for the near future, so make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you like that video if you enjoyed it. Have a good one.